What is going on, you dead set legends? Welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling interactive podcast on the planet. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and we are here for the AWC Reloaded Aftermath. I've got some talking points that I want to have a chat about, but I definitely want to hear what you've got to say about it. I got polls going on in the comment section, so vote what you thought was match of the night. I mean, it's a pretty runaway winner, but give us your thoughts and experiences if you were there, if you were watching. If you didn't buy it, tell me why you didn't buy it, and let me convince you why you were wrong. Unless you're broke, then that's nothing I can help out with there. But give us a ready bang in the comments to kick off the show. Man, it was a good weekend of arm wrestling. Not only that, I think there were 3 tournaments going on around the US. We had, I believe, Florida, Texas, and the 98% were going around that weekend. Plus, at AWC, they had a tournament as well. Brilliant. So 3 to 4 tournaments plus a super match pay-per-view. We'll get in there. We'll have a lot of fun on this show. Some announcements that's going to happen in future shows a little bit later on the show. We're up and about. Who is hanging about? Let's have a look. We have where am I? What Wolf? It's kicking us off with a ready bang. Then we got the old Atlantis IRL says, what's up, team? What's up, team? How are you going? We've got Roy Baker. What's going on, Roy Boy Baker? Yo, Aussie. Yo to Roy. Ready bang from the Jeremiah H. Jody Chocolate Thunder says Aussie is in top form. Appreciate it, Jody. Appreciate it. And he gives me a ready bang as well. Loving it. Kinetic Stringwell. Hey up, Bo. Hey up. Jake Ladd. How you going, my man? Hit the like button, you dead set legends. Ready bang from my manager. I'm doing all my own bookings, Phil. What's going on? You're supposed to be my manager. Get me some gigs. No, I'm almost bloody booked for the rest of the year. The Schmo's hanging about. What up, Schmo? We got a good show from Matt Warren. He enjoyed yesterday's pay-per-view, so we should. White Wolf. What a feckin' barn burner of a match for the Wild Horse. Kick the feckin' doors off the barn and get out of here. It was brilliant. It was a great match. Great match. One of the matches of the year. Roy is in the chat. He's hanging a bang. Hope they update it soon so I can show emojis on here. Come on, StreamYard. Bangers and mash, says the Bionic One. Benji Mack is hanging about. Adam Davies is in there and says, what's up, chat? Tony Kauser is claiming the biggest John Brzenk fan on the planet. He says, not a bigger fan of John. Not a bigger John fan than me. But I think it's time to let go after the Vavoda match. Too many old injuries and the heart isn't in it anymore. Forever the go. Well, that's something we'll talk about a little bit later on. Was going to buy it, had to work, then heard it was glitchy, so just watched you and John for the main match. Fair enough. It was still awesome, though. It was still awesome. Who else have we got? Rob's in the chat. Hey, Aussie, ready bang. We got Tall Paul Hudgens says, ready bang. Yo, bangers. Mr. Jake, hope you're holding that side of the world down. Mate, I'm giving you all the future. I'm telling you what's happening in the future because it's Monday morning here in Australia. Ready bang. What up? Billy D is in the chat. Spermies is like, did Jake really ignore my comment? The first one I saw was White Wolf. That was the first one that came up on my thing. Spermies. So welcome, Spermies. What's going on, buddy? I wanted Matt to win so bad. A lot of people wanted Matt to win. Fish Sleep with a ready bang. Johnny Cooper with a ready bang. So let's get into it. I think I've said hi to everyone. What up, fam? Awesome event. Totally lost the stream for Devon's left hand match. Okay, I didn't lose it for that match. So let's let's get into it. First thing, streaming issues. Yes, let's call a spade, especially during the Sarah Backman match. For what appeared the majority of people, the stream kept dropping and kept dropping out and kept saying. Fortunate enough, and thank you very much, Don Idris, for replying to my messages and calls, so then I could pass it on to at least, you guys know how many were in the chat yesterday. So that was awesome. That was awesome. So that Don was replying, not that it streamed in. So I'll be very, very interesting. Very, very interested to hear what happened. Was it the venue? Was it too hot in there? Because they had fans beaming. There we go. There we go. Some interesting points coming up. Let me... okay, we'll get to that one. Yeah, okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so the streaming wasn't great. So hopefully it all gets sorted for future events. Can't wait to have a chat with Don. Hopefully during this week we're scheduled, but he is a busy man. But the streaming issues weren't great for me, and you guys can tell me otherwise. For me, when the matches were on, like they were on, but you just can't have it. You just can't have it cutting out during a pay-per-view. Because we're buying them all. So it was awesome. Everyone came in the channel like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? And we, the usual suspects, were we were there trying to help out. Jason Latoda's in the chat. What up, Jason? He's very happy with the result yesterday. Hope you were going well, my friend. Hope you're going well. Hopefully, you should fly over to New Jersey because I'll be there in 2 weeks. Can't wait. Dejan and Defense Foster. Just chucking in some ready bangs. White Wolf says, so I go over to England Challenge today, found out I'm banned. Are you just like shadow banned and can't comment? You can't. So what's the crack with that, White Wolf? What's the go with that? Oh, I know I'm being watched. Under a fine cone, but that's okay. Jody wasn't happy. He says the stream was so bad. I actually thought it was my Wi-Fi that was acting up. Well, I think that's why I like when I do the commentary with John, I'm like, mine's stuffed up. And then Uncle John's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, okay, it's not mine. And then everyone hanging out in the chat's like, mine's crashed as well. So then we all know it's not us. What else have we got? There we go. So, first conspiracy theory: Obama and Trump interrupted call sports to save Sarah, just in case the win was reversed. Just protecting. Oh, I love it. Okay, so everyone's just having a bit of a chat in there as I have my coffee. Yeah. So the streaming issues weren't great, but obviously when it was on, it was really good. So I do wonder if the venue and the heat had anything to play with it because, the last few East versus Wests, the King of the Tables, and I've watched a few of their bare knuckle boxing from Core Sports, the streaming's been actually great. So I do wonder from the venue, and why I say that, because the day before, the audio, something went wrong with the audio during the press conference. We had crap sound when we went to camera 3. I'm just calling it camera 3. I don't know if it was camera 3, but when we were looking at the right-hand side of the table, and then of course there was when Devon was doing the weigh-ins, there was no sound there. So that's one of the first points I want to have a chat about. Let's see what you guys couldn't watch it live. So unfortunately, I missed your commentary, Jake. Devon's commentary was good though. Yeah, I think the commentary was. I rewatched one match and Devon's just good. Devon's just good. What else? Okay. Let me just scroll back and see what's happening. Okay, we went to there. Mark says, well, I'm losing the Toddzilla's not a disgrace. John has nothing to prove and he's just having fun. New fans are getting a kick out of his continuing on and beating some top guys, though not of late. Yeah, we'll get to Johnny Brzenk boy in a moment. Roy Baker says, we only missed live the last half of Sarah's match, which was not much of a match, really. I understand it wasn't much of a match, really, Roy, but a lot of people bought the pay-per-view to see Sarah pull. And when Sarah's your, if you bought the pay-per-view to see Matt Mask, regardless if it was a match or not, it could have been a big match. We just didn't get to see it. But yes, overall, it was fine. I did enjoy it. So that's how you found out. You tried super chatting him $20 and it wouldn't go through. Did it say you were banned or just said error? How about Core Sports abusing the copyright system? There's a little bit more to that defense. There's a little bit more to that. 80% of the time, it's not Core Sports. It is instructed by some people. What else have we got? Yo, Aussie, seen you over at Big Loz's live. Ready, bang. Yeah, I love Big Loz. Love myself, Big Loz. We caught up, gave him a training session when he came to Australia. You can check that out on my channel. Love Big Loz and Liz. They're great. They're great people. There you go. Spermie's having rocket launches with his sons. Family time. Always love when I lose to family time. Ready, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Will the venue change next time? Maybe. I don't know. But I continually hope that there's big events happening in Canada. There's definitely one soon. Gods. Can't wait for that one. Ready, bang, bro. Jake. Did you gnaw an electric cord before the yeah, I know. Man, I'll never get my hair right in the history of my life. Everyone thought Matt was going to get annihilated. It was one of the best matches of the year, 100%. Got to disagree with you, Roy. Got to disagree with you. Treat those as how you would like to be treated. It was more exciting on the weekend. What else have we got? Let me. What up, Michael? Okay, so we spoke about the streaming issues. Next point I want to talk up. 5 matches. Is 5 matches enough? For me, what up, Joe? What up, Joe Nelson? Okay, is 5 matches enough? I'll tell you what isn't enough. Only 44 likes. Come on now. We've almost got 100 legends in here. Let's go. Let's get in there. Aussie. The golden feckin' rule, mate. Oh. Okay. Okay, so what up, Dynamite dude? Everyone's just strolling in. I try and say hi to everyone at least once. At least once. If you played us off the park, why didn't you beat us? If you had a decent manager, you would have beat us. He's talking about Tottenham versus Brentford. The Premier League is started. Okay, here we go. As Devon's forearm and Brian, more legends coming in the chat. What up, guys? Thank you. I know you always smash the like button. Okay, so is 5 matches enough? Well, we got 6 in the end. We got that surprise one because we missed half of one. For me, yes. Yes, it is. Like, I'll probably get banned or probably get attacked or something like that. I enjoy. Look, let me start from the start. It is hard making matches. It is hard to sit there and go, you versus you will be a big match. You versus you will be a big match. It is very hard to predict the future. You just don't know. We all thought, the majority, I should say, thought Kalinichenko was going to crush Matt Mask. But then, it becomes one of the matches of the year. But AWC with their 5 matches and a play around party arm was far more entertaining than the latest East versus West and probably the last king of the table. So, and that's just, it is hard. So we've always got to try and aim for quality over quantity. For me, what I really enjoyed about the 5 matches and the party arms was it was only like 3 hours. It was only like 3 hours. So because we're getting all these amazing events and all these amazing pay-per-views, it's now becoming almost once every 3 weeks. We have to tell our family and everything, sorry, babe, I'm on the couch for 7 hours. Another amazing arm wrestling event because they're all good. Like, they're all good. King of the table, East versus West. You got your Arm Wars, you got your Arm Gods, you got your AWE, you got your AWC, B Strong Arm Wrestling, 98%. Like, they're all coming in strong and they're coming in hard. Or AMC over there in Russia. Like, they're all coming good. So now it's like, man, like 5, 6, 7 hours. It is a very, very long time. It is a very long time. So these 5 matches, I was like, cool. It was like if you don't count John and I's pre-show, it was like 3 hours. So, and it was exciting. Now, if the matches were all 6-0 and it was boring, then you just never know. Juju says Engen had the mother of all live streams today. I need to go back. I need to go back and watch that. I didn't know, like, when it was advertised, I was just so tired. I didn't know it was on. Like, I missed that it was, because Engen usually says, oh, we're going to be on at this time so everyone can watch, which is cool. Yeah, I missed it, so I'm going to go back and watch it. Now, the only ones that I know that have beaten it, when I commentated Thor versus Eddie Hall, I had just over 4,800. And when Ryan Bowen did live commentary, he had 18,000. That's what I've seen the most on an arm wrestling channel. Ryan Bowen had just over 18,000 concurrent viewers. But I like this. Where's the number? 4,000. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I quite enjoy it. And thank you very much, Juju for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Alrighty. I want to get back, talk about my 5. Is 5 matches enough? Let's see what everyone is saying in the chat. Depends. Quality, not quantity. 100%. 5 is a good round number, though. 5 is the minimum. Yeah, I think, for me, I think 5's the minimum and almost perfect. The 5 to 6 range, maybe chuck in a 7th, especially if they mean something and if the matches are great. That's brilliant. But am I still going to watch all the bloody events? Absolutely. I'm loving the way arm wrestling is brewing at the moment. To have 5 tournaments on that weekend, because in Australia, we had a record number participants at the Queensland State Championships. Now, it might be small numbers to you guys, but we had 100 athletes participate. And I was so proud when I saw that number, 100 athletes. Now, I know, like, Winter Blast had 512, and, I was at Arizona State and they had like 300. But that's big for us in Australia. We're this big, massive country. It takes forever to fly everywhere. So we got 100 at one event, and I'm so happy. Queensland, take a bow. Very happy the way Australian arm wrestling is going, and I'm going to do my best to fly the flag as well. Thank you all so much for going to that one. But yeah, What else have we got? Agent of Chaos. 5 matches probably max I want to see. I'm excited for the next King of the Table, but 13 matches is a lot. East versus West is 13 matches. We'll probably get 5 to 6 at King of the Table. I know of a couple, and I'm very excited. We know that we've got Brzenk and Vavoda. Yeah, really? Who wants to watch 4 hours? Not this guy. Yeah, Matt Mask was awesome. Kind of agree with you there, Defends. What else have we got? Okay. Just strolling down. Yeah, I need to go. I'll go back and watch that today. Yeah. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that we're getting so many people watching at one time. I'm glad everyone is good. Yep, 5 to 6 are good time-wise. 3 to 5 is perfect. Juju's happy with everything that we good. Oh, I had did it really? That's amazing. I forgot about that. I remember watching it. I forgot about that. Okay. Show the commentators. So this is so talking about the event on the weekend. So I am in two minds about this. For me, as a commentator, I'm going to say no. Maybe you could, you get the announcer on there and you're like, oh, and let me shoot you over to the commentary team. And then the commentary team quickly introduce themselves. 2 minute, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. So you get a visual of what they look like. And then throw it back to the announcer, which is usually hard at King of the Table. It's the same guy. But I think that's the only time. Because what tends to happen, I know a lot of people say in this bottom corner want it to happen. They want it in there. But the commentator's job is to make the matches better. Now, when Matt Mask and Kalinichenko, Matt's doing these ones, that's what we need to be watching. We need to be, oh my God, and Matt Mask is ripping his arm back and killing it, and we're calling the action. That's what we're doing, calling the action. So what will happen is everyone gets it. You get a taste of the YouTube bugger, you get a taste of you on the TV, and you want more and more and more. So then what will happen is then people will start trying to outdo each other. Now, when it gets to a silver bullet, say, here we are. Say it's Ray and I or John and I or Ryan Bowen and I in the bottom corner. And they're going nuts. And then suddenly I'm shaking John, which I've done in the commentary booth before. I'm like, oh my God, it's a silver bullet. Here we go. You guys have seen me lose my shit. But that's taking the focus away from the show. That's saying that. Now, what I suggest some commentators do, which is amazing content, which I've been doing, is filming myself and then showing the reaction to the match. Once you're allowed to have the product, you have like the match in the small corner and you just show snippets. So, and plus, when Matt and Kalinichenko had their battle, I don't want to see myself and Ray, Devon and Beerman. I want to see how Matt and Kalinichenko are reacting. They're like, holy shit. Like, you see Kalinichenko like, oh my God, I've been 2-0 up before and lost. Oh my. And you want to see Matt just pacing. And he's like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. F-bomb. That's for me. So, in fact, I'm just going to say no. Okay. Well, that all depends. on winners and losers. We'll talk to that near the end. I've still got some more points to get into. I loved the ladies' match. Yeah, Tamara and Michelle were awesome. It can get exciting. It can get exciting for sure. We need at least 15 matches. Oh, don't know about that. I don't know about that. You can always wear a hat if they switch to the commentators. That's hilarious. Now, if there's, quickly with the last thing about the commentators, now, if there's dead time in between matches, like after they do the interview, if you want to cut back to the commentators to build up the next match, yes, show them, roll back. Okay. Okay, everyone. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so, and of course, my hair is always a topic. So, is 5 matches enough? For me, it's probably the minimum and almost the maximum. So, 5 to 7, and that's me. I'm not saying I'm an absolute genius. I have a genius idea. I'm going to make a video after this live. I'm going to make a video. But yeah, man, oh my God, a lot of people just take it out of your mouth. Take it out of your mouth. Okay. What's next for Sarah Backman? Sarah Backman has returned to the table since the first time of King of the Table 3. It is brilliant. If you are following Sarah on Facebook, not friends with Sarah, but following her page, just be aware that it's hacked and none of the posts are about her. Public service announcement. The more you know. What's next for Sarah Backman? It's really good. It's really good as much as she can pretty much choose her matches. And I think people will be very excited. It was a great win. No disrespect to the Tower of Power, Heidi Cordner. It did look relatively easy for Sarah. So that's some good confidence building to get her back on board. So I'm very happy about that. Now, she's what's she sit around? Was it the 80 kilos? Was she sitting around the 80 kilos? I'm thinking the visual. Was it 80 or 90 kilos? Either way, of course, we all want to see the rematch with Gabriela Vasconcelos. So I think that we need to hold off on that a bit. Let Sarah get a couple of wins under her belt. You know, we'll see how Felicia Eklund does against Gabby. If it's relatively competitive, all right, Sarah, you take on Felicia. I would love to see Marlon Kleinsmith versus Sarah Backman, Fioresic, Irina Gladkaya, even though they're a little bit lighter in weight. I'd love to see those against her. So, yeah, Sarah can have a lot of potential matches. It's going to be great. Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think we hold off on that. Why Gabby as well as the big girl that beat her both disappeared and not pulling matches anymore? Well, they're just not getting offered matches. Gabby's pulling in 2 weeks at Knuckles Up. It's hard to then, you know what I mean? Barbora beat Gabby, so we're all like, holy crap. But there may be a rematch in January between Barbora and Gabby. But the reality of it at the moment is it's just everyone wants women matches, but those investing their money aren't in a hurry to put them on. And that's no disrespect. That's just what we're in at the moment. Because anytime we talk about male arm, oh my God, he's massive, he's so strong. But it's the beautiful Sarah Backman. And when matches were announced, it was like, oh my God, she's hot. And you know, that's just the way we are built with men. So Gabby Vasconcelos, she was on the show 2 days ago, her and her husband. They're competing at Knuckles Up. Hopefully we can find some more genuine superstars. But once again, when everything is based around pay-per-view sales at the moment, unless you're Monster Factory or monthly memberships, yeah, because we know they can have banger matches. We know they can. But, you know, Angie Rose and Anna Gronlund had a ripper match at East versus West. One of the early ones, 2 or 3. And then we haven't seen them back. So, but yeah, so hopefully we can get heaps of matches for this one. Hey, Arm Wrestling for Nerds. What is up? What is up? Yeah, so what's next for Sarah? For me, anything that she wants, that is for sure. I've got 2 more points, but also, are there any discussion points that you guys want to bring up or you guys want to talk about? Thank you all for joining. 110 legends in the chat, 71 likes. Get those likes up there. So the poll, Matt Mask, where a lot of people just love Devon. That was a fun match, but definitely the best match was Matt Mask versus Sergey Kalinichenko. And what a great personality Sergey is. He's brilliant. Everyone's having a bit of a laugh in the chat. Oh, and another thing. Let me go back to the start just quickly. We also, there was AWC, Florida, Texas, 98%, Queensland, and Arm Wars was on this weekend. 6 events. 6 events. 6 events. Okay, everyone's just having a bit of a chat with each other about the aftermath of AWC. It was brilliant. I quite liked the event. I quite like that it was good. I quite like that it was 5 matches and a bonus match. That was cool. So we had the moments there. I liked that there was, I was able to sit there and go, oh, okay, beauty. Because, the event started at 3 a.m. my time, and I think I was done by 6. So yeah. So I thought for me, I'm big on time. I love commentating, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you get to 7-8 hours and then you get to the match that you've been dying to see, maybe, we'll sit there. Mr. Peanut's in there saying g'day. Usual suspects. Oh, Bill Sinks had an event. There you go. Well, everyone wants to talk about that at the moment. So let's get in there, Juju. What is next for John Brzenk? What is next for good old Johnny Boy? Now, John Brzenk is taking on, if you have a look, he's been pulling so active and pulling the best in the world. So if you look at his last 12 months, Kitagali, Ongabayev, Crook got a pin, just got beat by an up-and-coming Irakli Zarakshvili. Irakli was brilliant. Now, he's got, what was it? He's got just pulled Todzilla. I mean, listen to these names. I mean, Denis Saplenkov. Is that his last 4 matches? He beat Corey West. I'm just trying to think. He beat Zurab. His comeback trail has been amazing. Now, should he still be getting prime matches? Absolutely. If John is motivated. Now, if John is motivated to pull the best and continue to do that, does John have a year off and then just have 3 more mega matches? Now, like with any athlete, Father Time will always win. It'll knock on your door. My running career, my footy career, and everything, it'll knock on the door and say, yep, that'll do, big fella. That'll do. Now, it's just got to be John's motivated enough. But also, is he wanting to blast enough? Does he want to take as much gear as a lot of these people are taking? Now, it's a topic that we're not overly comfortable in the arm wrestling world talking about, but people are, because there's such big money. Now, do I think that John Brzenk needs the money? No, I don't think he needs it. Does he enjoy arm wrestling? Yeah, absolutely. And he is brilliant. He's almost passing the torch. But the names he's losing to, it's not like he's losing to bums. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just rolled up at the local tournament and come sixth. You know what I mean? He's losing to the best of the best. Now, I would suggest, so he'll pull Voda in September, and then at least 6 months. At least 6 months. That'll do. Now, for me, John Brzenk can do whatever John Brzenk wants. You know why? Because he is John Brzenk, and he is the man. Okay, the chat is flying. Let's have a look. A graceful retirement. I don't want John to ever retire. If you're talking about the Pro Puncher League, I was on the Pro Puncher League before anyone else. You go back 2 or 3 years ago, I interviewed the owners of Pro Puncher League. They're talking about bringing me over for season 2. I've been on the Pro Puncher League before the Pro Puncher League was cool. Their event looked amazing. Will it take over? I don't know. They can certainly make an amazing living. You know, you've got the 2 biggest Bollywood stars owning it. And they, once again, if they stay in India, they'll kill it. They got it on TV in America. But you'll just need to, what I would suggest Pro Puncher do is, so what they did is they did something that's huge in India is all these people invest in a team. Right, you're the owner, and then they do a draft, which is something that I love. But what they need to do is get Team John Brzenk, Team Michael Todd, and bring the Western world into it. So then people are like, oh my God, this is amazing, and then maybe get some up and comers like the future of the sport moving forward. That's how I can do it. But they did brilliant. It was great. What else have we got? Shaking hands with the clock. There you go. John should have retired when on top. This new generation is ignorant and think arm wrestling didn't matter until they started watching. I don't think John should have retired whilst on top. That's easier said than done, James, because when it's like, oh, yeah, I should probably retire. Want 20 grand? Bring your wife over here. We'll pay for everything. I think I can have one more match. Want 10 grand? Bring your wife over to this country. Yeah, I think I can have one more match. When money is thrown in front of your face, yeah, it's very hard to say no. It is very hard to say no. So it's like, well, what do we do? What do we do? Oh no, I keep losing. John doesn't care. He'll go down as the greatest arm wrestler of all time. He got beat pretty convincingly on the weekend, but he was still competitive in his losses to Irakli, Ongabayev. You know what I mean? So he's just there and thereabouts. Chuck some more stem cells in, have some time off and injure, make one last run. But yeah, a lot of people, yeah, I'm the same. If it, I hate being away from my family. I hate it. But then someone's like, hey, we're going to give you this money and we're going to fly you to the other side of the world to call our event. Okay, babe, I'll see you in a week. Now, it's not selling out or anything. Well, maybe the higher ups could be selling out. But it's a very, yeah. How you going, Richard? How are you going, mate? What else have we got? Yeah, he'll still be the greatest all the time. Big love from Scotland. What up, David? At what point is it just about paychecks and not winning? I don't think it's like that for John. He has a lot of pride and respect in himself. You got to understand, this match was booked like 6 months ago, maybe earlier. This match was booked ages ago. So, John, I mean, and if you go back and look at just about all of, if we go back and look at all of John's latest matches, he was still there and thereabouts. Okay, what else have we got? What's going on, Beer Man? Hope you're doing well and enjoyed yourself yesterday, my man. What else have we got? Okay, people are just all having a chat with each other. Arm Wrestling Federated says, hey, Jake, yesterday me and at least 3 other medium-sized channels got copyright strikes for using screenshots from the event, not video footage, just still screenshots. What do you think about that? I think we're at a stage now where just, it's almost like just don't do it. Just don't do it. I've been an advocate of spoilers straight after the match. I think hurt pay-per-view sales. Yeah. So I understand why they're doing it. It's especially it's really weird. So like I hadn't seen any of your videos, Arm Wrestling for Nerd, over the past few days. But when you're doing it straight after the event, that so many channels do now because they know it gets them some bonus views than what they're not used to because everyone's looking for the illegal footage. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So yeah, it's we're at a stage there. I would suggest, and I know everyone's not going to do it, but I would suggest all YouTube channels just don't do spoiler videos straight after the event. It's hard. I feel it hurts pay-per-view sales, but I could be wrong because you know what I mean? Like everyone was talking about how good Matt Mask and Kalinichenko was. When Dave pulled Vitali, they got so many pay-per-view buys afterwards at King of the Table because of how good the match was. It's a very interesting topic at the moment. What else have we got? So the way Pro Punja do, it's like the IPL cricket. Yeah, it's great. I like it. What else have we got? Okay, everyone's all talking to each other. James Stewart just comes in and says, hi, folks. Okay. What else have we got? Everyone's just all kicking off with each other in the chat. So I'll just scroll past all that. Hello, Legend, says Petralo. What else have we got? No, all right. I'm just skipping a lot of it. I'll get to my next event while you all argue with each other in the comment section. If you are arguing in the comment section with each other, that's cool. Just don't abuse each other and don't message me afterwards. Is Devon making left arm great again? So Devon has had a few left arm matches. He had left arm battleground. He had a great match with Sanders and he jumped on at the end. Great work to Kalinichenko, by the way. Great work to Kalinichenko for, calling it out and having a match. I mean, that was a great moment for him. He's a huge Devon Larratt fan. Watches all of his videos. Sometimes, we forget when the athletes are booked on the same cards. You forget that, we're all still fans of the sport and we still all enjoy those people. So I like it. I hope Devon is very smart. And now that he's including all these left arm matches, very, very, very smart move. Oh, yeah, the left arm with Jordan Sonev as well. So it was brilliant. And now I do believe he's going to make left arm wrestling popular. I really do. I led the way, clearly led the way, left arm banger. But I do believe let's have a poll about this one. Let's have a poll about this one. Will Devon make left great again? Get in there. Will they make it great again? He's called out on Gabayev ages ago as well. He always said he wants to be the 3 weight category title. I remember talking about this a while ago. Roy, left arm was always great. Yeah, left arm was always great. Get on there. So do I think, I think left arm wrestling will start becoming a good thing. I mean, Devon got everyone eating pancakes. He got everyone doing that. So yeah, I believe Devon's going to come in and go bang and dominate the. When I say dominate, make it popular, make it take over, and then suddenly we got more left hand matches, and then it's like, well, he should pull Dadakan or he should pull Morozov left arm. How are you feeling better, Morozov, by the way? So hopefully we get more left arm matches because then if you are going to do left arm, I understand how much easier it is to to double book someone. Well, if you're going to pull left arm, you may as well pull right arm. I get it, but I do think it has effects on the second match that you take. But I understand why promoters do it. If you're bringing someone over, may as well get them to pull twice. We're going to see it at Knuckles Up. Pavlo Derbedenyev has stepped out because Bordolato pulled out of the event. So that sucks. I was looking forward to meeting Wagner. Also, Marcio Barbosa and Pavlo Derbedenyev, who are pulling right arm and Knuckles Up, will be guests on my show later on in the week. We're going to see if we can hype up their mega match. It's going to be good. So make sure you buy the pay-per-view for Knuckles Up. It's going to be a great event, and your boy will be there. So now what I think is if he's making left arm great again, and you're coming over, like Wagner, he only comes over for a left arm match. So hopefully we're making left arm great again. What do you guys think? What does my poll say? How many votes have we got? We got 43 votes. and more, and 75%. 45%. 45, 75%. Think left arm will greater gram. White Wolf with the super chat. Thank you very much. Zadie says thank you. Okay, Jake. This has been bugging the crap out of me for a long time, but didn't the coveted third place trophy have another handle to it? It looks off balance. Mandela effect. Yes. So, the other handle, I'm going to get my wife to glue it. It is here. Let me tell you the story about that. White Wolf. Just quickly, make sure you come say g'day, Billy D. Make sure you come and say g'day. So going back to that, I took the trophy on my first international trip. I was even tempted to put it on the line against Phil Woody when I went to Whitby. And they lost my bag. It got shipped here, there, and everywhere. It went nuts. So then from there, we came back and it got lost. It took 2 weeks to get it all back. I had to buy a charger off someone for my laptop. And the handle broke off from all the bloody moving everywhere. So I was like, no more. This trophy will stay at home. I might even hang it up on the wall in my new studio. Might just have it on a little, where is it? Little shelf there. A little shelf there. So that's how we go from there. Ready, bang! Says Tony Farina. The trophy was stolen and recovered by Indiana Jones. Well, it was my first ever international trip, Joe, and my bag I was bringing everything over, trying to work out how it all goes, but it won't fit in my carry-on. So let's get in there. So it just it stays at home, nice and safe. Now, when someone pays the big money for my left arm trophy and has a match, and if I lose, what kind of twilight world are we living in? If somehow that happens, I will post it to them as soon as I come back to Australia. And then I'll film it and post back. Okay, what have we got? Okay, people still having a chat in the comments about it. Very, very interesting. I might have to go back and watch this live and watch you all attack each other. But if you're not in that discussion, have you guys got any talking points about AWC and the future of it? Am I a natural southpaw? No, I'm not. So I write letters, I write with my left arm, but I shoot hoops with my right arm. I kick with my right leg. That's dominant there. Yeah, which is weird. But somehow I connect better. I'm just stronger on my left arm in arm wrestling. So I box my right arm. It's so weird. So then, yeah. So will Devon make left arm great again? You better bloody believe it. And what it does as well is it prolongs his career. It's so smart. And he'll continue to get paydays. Is the next AWC event? I think Magna does it once a year. So it would be around this time. Yeah. It would be around this time next year. But Magna had We the North last year, which was on Zoom or something. So it was much better this year, and next year will be even better. So Shattered, we couldn't get a flight sponsor. Yeah, with the flight sponsor. We just couldn't get one. I was spewing. Would have been fun to be there to call the action. Roy Baker. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me just take... Yeah, so they're my 5 main talking points, but I definitely want to talk about some other stuff happening. Marcio Barbosa, Pablo Derbadenyev will be on the show this week. Just waiting to hear back for some more athletes to come on the show. Had a great show with Gabriella and her partner. We've got Maximum Bang Monday coming up, which is going to be good. Okay, just got to check if I have a reply message from someone that I reached out to. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, brilliant. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I won't tell you who messaged me, but that is pretty cool. They won't be coming on the show today, but hopefully a little bit later on. After this stream, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to get East versus West another 10,000 pay-per-view buys. Just trying to figure out what the title will be for that video. Also, members video coming out this week. I'm going to give you an update on the studio, which is going to be great. Which will be going to be good. Alrighty. What else have we got? Everyone's just all having a laugh, and a lot of people have probably cracked it and left and probably unsubscribed, but that is okay. Engen and Bowen going back and forth is hilarious. It is. I've found it weird. I found it really weird. Really weird. And why I won't go too much into it is hopefully I'll be chatting with Don, and I need to get some things off my chest while chatting to Don off camera and on camera. But I love Don. I get along with Don. But he knows he's got... he knows straight away. Like, I've got no problem. I don't care if I'm never booked again. You know, I love being booked all around the world. That is okay. Like, I love it. But if something doesn't sit right with me, I'll tell that person to their face personally first. And if we can resolve something behind camera, then I don't need to air it on here, which appears to be happening. And if I'm not happy with someone, I'd like to meet them first and call them out, which I have done. And there's some legends of the sport that can account to that also. That's why I try not to make videos based on emotion, unless I'm mega excited about something. I never make videos based on emotion. But yeah, thanks, Defense. I take a different approach to some other people. And if people say something negative about me, like what I'm getting the feeling of about a who gets the last word in feel at the moment from, yeah, it's just not good. It's just not good if you're supposed to, yeah. I'll hold back there. Fuck me. Oh. More drama than the Royal Shakespeare Company. What else have we got? Okay, everyone's all talking to each other. Arm wrestling drama is like watching teenage girls' Twitter drama, but less creepy. Too much politics in arm wrestling these days. After 50, you grow up and let the shite roll off your back. Well, I think it'd be 35 and over. How old am I? I'm 38, turning 39. So I reckon if you're over 35, I'm an 84 baby. Shout out to all the 84 babies out there. Best year in the world. So for me, it's just like, all right, guys. Look, I love back and forth. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I love a bit of banter. I love, what is going on lately isn't hyping up an event. I like it if it's hyping up an event. Now, if we get the ultimate swerve and Ryan and Engen are going to have a match, then this is perfect. All of this is perfect. But if it's not building up for a match, then I'm not a big fan of it. What do we got here? Erdemez versus Devon. First round, Devon King's move and cracks his wrist. Erdemez can't get transition, gets bled and quits. It goes 4 more rounds and gets worth. Both agreed today. To go all 5 rounds. Beautiful. 5 rounds. That'll be great. I like it. What do you think the score will be after 5 rounds then, now that they're going all 5 rounds? What do you think the scores will be? Let me know in the chat. What will the scores be? Please let me know in the chat. So I'm just replying to Erdemez. I've got to say it. I'm just replying to Erdemez. Okay. The first round will be very interesting. I think it might just go the other way in the first round of this match. I do think what's it called? I do think Erdemez will get the jump and get him round 1. I think he'll get the jump. Okay. What else have we got? Yeah, I wish it was that king of the table, Johnny. I wish it was about king of the table. The boys need to get their gloves off. Give them a bit of some boxing. I'd be down with that. Hermes wins 3-1, but they're only pulling 5 Juju. So it'd have to be Devon makes it 3-2. What do you think of Engen's strong passive-aggressive post about Travis's son? I didn't like it, but if behind closed doors it was all fine, then that's okay. But I think it was a retaliation. Got to get the last word in. I didn't like it. Attack the man, but don't bring his family into it. But if they're like really good friends and it was okay, then it's all kosher. But I wasn't a fan of it. Jeffy boy thinks Erdemez 4-1 with all the when they pull 5 rounds. Spermies is scared that Devon will let him down. I have that cringe face. There you go. 5-0. Sorry, Erdemez. Does anyone know the contracted arm wrestlers not allowed to pull in tournaments? My understanding is some will only have a particular arm contracted, and if they want to pull anywhere else with that arm, they need permission. If they're with their other arm, they can do whatever they want. if they're only contracted to one arm. That's my understanding. Okay. Oh, damn, my chat's just gone. Oh, it's just popped back up. Jesus just has to give me a sign already. Hermes 3-2. Beautiful. Hermes sweeps too much quality right now. Interesting. Yeah, beautiful, guys. Beautiful. What else have we got? Get in there, guys. Get in there. Thank you all for joining, hanging and banging so far. It's going to be brilliant. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Good. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got that event coming up. Knuckles Up, guys. Make sure you check out Knuckles Up. I've got a friend going to the WAF Worlds. He's going to represent Australia. I'm not sure how many people are going from Australia to WAF Worlds because you've got to pay for it all. And if you check out my interview with Gabriela Vasconcelos, she was just saying, we can't afford it. Like, she's a 30-plus time world champion, but she's just can't afford it. So that could almost be the end of Gabby at Worlds unless she, gets heaps and heaps of super matches throughout the year. She'll get the super match at Knuckles Up. So her and her husband are getting paid there, which is brilliant. They've both got matches. So I'm happy with that. I'm just trying to think. And Sandra said he was going to Worlds. Georgie Svekov said he was going to Worlds. I think Sanders wants to write that wrong. I would assume Moritov is going to Worlds. Barcho Saganishvili is going to Worlds. Reno Masic is going to Worlds. So still going to be pretty stacked. But buy the Knuckles Up pay-per-view. See the Aussie arm wrestler there. It's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant there. So much is happening. Is anything happening this weekend coming up? I'm just trying to think if anything is coming up, or do we have a week off and then we go from there? So here's an interesting discussion topic from Roy Boy Baker. Says, I think people are overrating Erdemez's performance against Levan. Not saying it wasn't outstanding, but he still lost. I think people are underrating Devon based on the Levan non-match. Devon wins. There you go. Very interesting. Do you agree or disagree with Roy? Levan was dominant the first two. It was just amazing just to watch someone hold Levan. Couldn't believe it. August 26th. August 26th is the same day. It's the same day as East versus West. So get amongst it. Phil says, awesome. What up, Phil? I think they're going to hold off the pay-per-view until after, because they start at East versus West will start at like 1 p.m. Eastern, and then they're going to, I think the pay-per-view starts maybe 5, 6 p.m. So why on the same day? Knuckles Up had that date booked ages, I think in January. So, yeah, I think they had it booked in January. So it was actually booked before East versus West. So you'd have to ask Ingen. But to be fair, I don't think Ingen cares what time. I think, except for King of the Table. Oh, no, you probably should speak with Monster Factory and Arm Wars. But yeah. Knuckles Up was first for that one. So that's why he's on the same day. There we go. Okay, everyone's having a bit of fun, in the chat at the moment. Oh, David, couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more, big fella. The event was fantastic. The event was fantastic. So, yeah, I was really happy. Magda looked like she enjoyed herself. We spoke about the streaming issues. Some other good things. They opened the match with an absolute banger. I think you can really set up your event. I think you really can set up your event if your opening match is a cracker. It really gets people in a good mood. If it's just like, oh, let's just roll on. Oh, they just rolled on. I think if you can get your first match, I think can almost be important as your last match. Not as important, but you know what I mean. If you have an opening match and it goes off with a bang, it just gets everyone in the right mindset for the rest. Then you can get away with a lot. I thought the Alan Ford match was really good. He certainly got shocked by the way the man from Malta pulled. So he did very well. And you get pins on Alan Ford, you definitely better be giving yourself a pat on the back. That's for sure. That is for sure. What else have we got? Probably the same thing with Dennis's left arm legacy hammer. Nothing, Tyler. Nothing. Yeah, the Toronto event. I'm with you. Johnny Cooper, just quickly, if they win enough games, they deserve to be in there. No one. I hate that term. Do they deserve to be in there? No one deserves anything. If you win games, we're talking about Australian rules footy. If they win games on the day, even though my beloved Hawks beat them in Tassie, yeah, no one deserves anything. It's not, oh, this person deserves to win. No, if you just win the game, you win. If they win enough games to make the finals, they just got to get in there. They might be able to do some damage. But they're taking on a very informed Hawthorn team. Alrighty. What else have we got? See, I disagree with you. Here, David. I don't like it. Poll time. Thank you, David. Poll time. I'm not against it. I don't know. Do you like the overhead camera shot? Yes or no? Get in there. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. So sometimes Juju Mugu says, Aussie, you're on a sinking boat with Engin, Bowen, Pickup, Uncle John, and need to throw two people off it. Is it Bowen and Pickup or Engin and Uncle John? Is there a prize at the end of it, or am I just saving my life? Oh, everyone weighs around the same as well. Everyone weighs. So if it's sinking, well, Bowen and Pickup are heavier combined than Engin and Uncle John. Okay, here's what I'm going to do out of the four of them. I will be the only person left on the boat, Juju, because Bowen and Pickup way more collectively. So I'll throw them off. Engin and Uncle John will wind Engin up that much. They'll kill each other and they'll fall off the boat. And then I'm left and I'll get my way to victory. So there you go. What else have we got? There we go. I think Devon could have done something if he didn't tear his bicep. Big if, though. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I love the overhead camera, especially table camera. Yeah, okay. You guys might win me over. You guys. Yeah, it didn't help that it was mirror imaged. I didn't like the way it was flipped. Yeah. Overhead is okay for a few seconds at a time. I just said yes because Jake didn't like it. Yes, of course. Sometimes. There you go. What else have we got? Yeah, okay, you happy with that answer? Jake, will you live commentate at all Crows events? And all Crocs event sponsored by Crocs. Yes, because then I'll spend hours telling them all how ridiculous they look wearing Crocs. Crocs suck. But that was a fun game, Juju. That was definitely a fun game. That was definitely a fun game. Maximum Bang Monday tomorrow will definitely be fun. That is for sure. I'll be very, very pumped for that one. That'll be a fun show. I'm hoping Tuesday night, your guys' time. I'm hoping Tuesday night will be. I'm hoping Tuesday night will be Marcio and Pavlo, and I'm working on more guests to be on the show. I'm really hoping that the next few days are just constant guests on the show talking, because there's so many upcoming matches getting on there. So I want to give everyone their thing, their moment. I'm just trying to think of the rest of it. Like, so we had Gabby. Yeah, so we'll try. I'll try, and if I can, I'll try and get the head-to-heads on the show. Sup, Ready Bangers? Saying Rick Chains is in there. Okay, what else is everyone saying? The Donna Drees interview, I'm not sure when that is happening. I'm not sure when that is happening. Don and I are talking. Just like every other guest, I give him the request. Do you want it live or recorded? So there is a chance it could be recorded, guys. I'll just have to put that one out there because I give everyone the opportunity to have it live or recorded. So it could be recorded. Don's just having a think about it. I think a lot of us have seen Michael Todd train again. He looks fantastic. That is for sure. Tell everyone it's live, then record it. No, I don't want to lie to people. I don't want to tell everyone because then they're going to tune in for nothing. I will set it, if it is recorded, I will set it as a premiere and try and answer comments and questions in there. But he is busy, so I'm hoping we can still get it done. Hopefully we can still get it done there. But yeah, that'll be fun. So there, hopefully my next 3 guests on the show. The Schmo says, even if it's live, yeah, I know. Even if it's live, maybe you come up with some questions so you can be prepared. Not really your normal style, but in fairness to him, with all the BS that's going on. Yeah, I never want to ambush anyone. That is for sure. But Don is aware of my you know, that I'm not a big fan of it. We've laughed and joked and we've spoken about it. So, yeah, I'll never ambush him. The problem is I don't even know what questions I'm going to ask. Yeah, but it should be good. It should be good. The difference between, yeah, I've just got to have a chat with him. But it'll be Ambush City, the only way to go. So what I have, not so much troll comments, I have done a community post on the YouTube page if anyone's got any questions for him. It maybe went a bit pear-shaped, but you can go check it out there. With it, we will have a conversation off camera first. We will have a conversation. If anyone turns up early to my lives, we do have a conversation beforehand because it's just more, hey, what can't we talk about? You know, I remember the first time I spoke to Don, there was one or two issues we couldn't speak about for legality reasons. So, yeah, I think the difference being is I am not bothered what happens in it. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Guys, we'll go for about another 5 or so minutes. If you got any finalised questions before we wrap up the show and we all get on with our day and have a brilliant, I've got to make 2 videos today. I just got to work out the title of one of them, and then I want to give all the members an update on the studio. So thank you, everyone that has been in the chat, and thank you to everyone that is a member. Just thank you for everyone for watching. You know, I get bloody excited when everyone turns up and has a laugh and carries on, which is good. So there you go. Oh, man. Actually, I might show this video. Oh, has it got music first? Let me just check. Man, that looks awesome. Yeah, man, that looks awesome. So go over to the High Five Arm Wrestling. Go over to the High Five Arm Wrestling channel's Instagram and check out their latest reel. Check out their latest reel. Yeah. If you check out their latest reel, it is brilliant. Do I love Vegemite? Absolutely. Vegemite is amazing. Vegemite is amazing. Oh, I hope so. I haven't really bought anything for it. I'm just more moving rooms because we're going to turn this into a playroom for my children. Almost brings me to tears that we're saying children because when we were told we could never have kids, and we've just knocked it out of the park after my wife's cancer. So, yeah, we're due on Christmas Day. So, yeah, so we're going to turn this room into a playroom. I'm going to go back into the garage, but my father-in-law's built some walls. I've got to paint it. I've got an idea for the background. I quite like this background, but I do want to change. And then over the time, I think it'll take time, Spermies, for the full studio. So, yeah, because I might have to update my laptop so therefore I can use better cameras. Because I think if I live stream off a 4K camera, I think it glitches a bit, but that's something I need to get in there. God, everyone's taking shit on Vegemite. You guys pull your heads in. Also, who else would you like on the show? Drop their names in the comments. Let me go. Okay, so we're divided on the overhead one. 51 votes and 65% like the overhead shot. That's cool. Couldn't have kids for years. Then bing bang, 2 sons right after the other. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, what's the age difference with yours? Mine's 19 months apart when the second one is born. Always needs more cowbell. That's for sure. Always needs more cowbell. As everyone's having a chat about You guys are funny. Having a chat about Vegemite and Marmite. Marmite's gross, but I know if you are from the UK, you love Marmite and hate Vegemite. And if you're from Australia, yeah, same as me, spermies. 1.5 years apart. There you go. There you go. Just finished my coffee. What's the time? Okay. Yeah, brilliant. Always a good show. Always a fun show. Always love you guys. Hagen and banging. I'm hoping my next video is seen the right way. He's seen the right way. Yeah, it's not going for clickbait. I have a genuine, awesome idea that will give. How can we title? How can we title this? I've got an idea that will get East versus West 9 10,000 more well, I'm going to use the number 10,000 more pay-per-view buys, and then I'm going to explain it. What could be the title for that? What time? What? Give me a good title for that. Is it just as simple as I can get East versus West 9 10,000 more pay-per-views? Or 10,000 more pay-per-views for East versus West? Here's why, or here's how. We'll have to wait and see. What's happening, Trey? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope all is well in your world. You're a dead set legend as well. You and your family. Thank you very much, Spermies. When I'm at home, I drink Moccona coffee. Mate, I've been around the world and nothing beats Australian coffee. Nothing beats Australian coffee. We have some of the best coffee in the world. Alexander Clark's in the chat. How you going, buddy? We're just talking about AWC, and now we're just going to talk about some other stuff before I wrap up the show, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I've got to make a video. So hopefully 1 billion of you watch the video. Hope you all have a fun time. Uncle Hermes says for $150,000, I can get 10 more 10K pay-per-views. You've been to Colombia. Well, there you go. Well, I think Moccona is Colombian coffee. Maybe we just have really good baristas here that make it. There you go. Yeah, it's got to be short. It's got to be short. So I've got to try and think of a way, you dead set legends. I've got to try and think of a way. David, thank you very much with the 1-1 super chat. Thank you very much. Says good night, everyone. Thanks for the fun, Aussie. No, thank you, David, for your continuing support. I really, really appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate it. You have no idea. It continues this amazing dream. This amazing dream. I love it. Later, Tesla Dave. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Thank you very much for the super chat. You dead set legend. I mean, arm wrestling at the moment, regardless of what's going on, it is going pretty good. Also, I will be making a video of 3 things. What do we call them? This is where I need to use usual suspects. So basically, it's 3 reasons what other promotions can do. I don't want to call them minor promotions. I don't want to call them amateur promotions, because I do rate Monster Factory, Arm Gods, Arm Wars, AWE, AWC. So I'm going to say maybe three things other promotions can do, and maybe I'll chuck. Oh, focus. And maybe I'll chuck them in the comments, like on the thumbnail. Maybe that might work better, so people know that I'm not talking about King of the Table or East versus West. See White Wolf. You genuine superstar. Later, Lizards. I love that final call from him. I love it. Yeah, I am that. Yeah. I could definitely make a living doing that. That's fine. I could easily do that. I tell you one thing, going back to AWC, I'll tell you one thing I thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, actually, Joe Nelson, if you're still in the chat, I need to ask you something about the Maximum Bang website. So I'll message you after the show, and you can tell me how easy or how hard it is. I love that the crowd was up and about. For the Matt Mask match. Yeah, the Matt Mask match. Kalinichenko. For me, it is so important. Could you imagine if Wagner Bortolado ran through that crowd? The visual of it? Oh! Love it. I absolutely love it. That would have been brilliant. Do you follow rugby, Coach? Yeah, I'm a Melbourne Storm fan in rugby league and a Warrington Wolves fan in rugby league. I like my Melbourne Rebels, and I love the Rugby Union World Cup. It's always good. All righty. Guys, yes, please head over to MaximumBang.com. We're running out of cards. So I've got to get started on Series 2 because we are running out of cards. But still haven't seen an autograph card pulled, and I still haven't seen the Ryan Bowen delusional card. For me, what's going on right now, that delusional card is worth so much more than what people think. And buy a Ryan Bowen signed card as well, whether you love him or hate him. But yeah, I'm officially, because you know I'm addicted to lives, I'm officially wrapping up the show. Guys, thank you so much. We will head over. Is anyone else live after this? I am not sure because Brandon Allen's moved over to, what's it called? Brandon Allen's moved over to Monday nights. But hey, get onto it. Maximum Bang Monday tomorrow. Join me. Marcio and Pavlo Tuesday night. And I'm just going to get guests as many days in a row as I can before I head off. Wednesday morning, your time, I'll be flying over to the United States of America. Congratulations, AWC, on a brilliant event. I absolutely loved it. If you are in the New Jersey area, go to Knuckles Up. I will be there, as well as amazing superstar athletes, but I will be there. So I'm going to enjoy them. Yes, Spermies. John says that he sent them. So hopefully you will get them. All right, I'm out of here, Dead Set Legends. I'll see you tomorrow.